I think this is the first Sunday again after my break. So the Sunday before that, we were obviously still going through all the chakras. So we've worked on the first 5 chakras for the last 5 weeks. And I kind of said, I think something like it's really hard to work on the last 2 chakras, which is the third eye chakra and the crown chakra in kind of a more physical yoga practice. But I found a way somehow anyway. So we're going to work on our third eye chakra today. Okay, what you need is something to elevate your hips. So a cushion or a block or whatever you have around. I'm just going to sit up beginning in a cross-legged position with a long and nice back. Does everyone have music, by the way? I don't know, sorry. Wait. Yeah, okay, I see a few yeses, but just in case, there is again. And just go on mute, please, for everyone as well. I'm just crossing the legs. Hands coming onto the thighs. Closing your eyes. Tucking the chin slightly towards your chest. So you find length through the back of your neck. And starting to let go into the legs, the hips. Softening the ankles and the feet. Grounding your legs and your hips down into the earth. And with that strong foundation, finding length through the spine. A gentle pull of the navel. Your heart is lifted. Noticing how your breath is moving through the body. And noticing where in the body you may be holding tension. And can you bring some softness and kindness towards those areas? Maybe it's your jaw. Maybe your shoulders. Maybe anywhere else. Just bringing your awareness into your breath. And whatever thoughts may pop up right now, just acknowledge them. Say hello, I see you. And then you come back to your breath, allowing that mental thought to gently push back and to fade away. And then you take a deep breath in. You start the breath all the way down at your lower spine. The breath runs over your back, your shoulder blades, your neck, the back of your head, in towards the space between your eyebrows. And with an exhale, that breath pushes out through that third eye, because that's exactly where it is. So inhale again, over the back, starting down. The shoulders, the neck, crown of the head, to the third eye. Exhale, you push it out through that eye. And you just keep following your breath a few times like that. Inhale to start down at the back. Follow the breath up in towards your third eye, and exhale, push it out. And when you push it out, you kind of try to make that ocean sound with the breath through the back of your throat. A few more rounds. Visualizing all that energy of your breath collecting in your third eye. Starting to create energy in that area. One more breath, starting at the lower spine. Bring it up in towards your third eye. Exhale, push it out. And then slowly bring your hands together into prayer. And the thumbs are going to come in between your eyebrows, touching with the third eye space. That's where your Ajna chakra is, our sixth chakra, our third eye chakra. And this is actually just a place where it enters or leaves the body, depending how you look at it. The actual chakra is located exactly in the middle of the head. But this is our place to access it. So while we're here, feel the connection of your thumbs with that chakra. This chakra is represented by a very dark, deep blue color like the ocean. So just start to visualize a big, dark blue ball of light here. And this chakra is all about your intuition, trusting yourself, and your inner wisdom. It's about vision. So it's a lot more spiritual. So the higher we get with our chakras, the deeper we come as well. We go from basic needs up to very spiritual needs. So take a moment here for yourself to consider, do I trust on my intuition? Can I connect with my intuition? Do I trust my inner wisdom? And do I sit still sometimes to consider where I want my life to go? Creating a vision based on that inner wisdom and that intuition, knowing what is good for you. So you may want to set a little intention for yourself around any of that for today. We'll be activating the energy in this chakra. So you may as well link a beautiful intention to it. And with that intention in mind, take a deep breath in through the nose and a sigh out through the mouth, letting your hands down on towards the knees, and then slowly open up your eyes. Bringing your arms into a cactus shape. Elbows same height as your shoulders. With your inhale, you're going to open, bring the chest forwards and the elbows come together in the back. Feel the chest expand. With your exhale, hands together and bring the thumbs back onto your third eye, rounding the spine. Inhale to open, cactus. Exhale together. Bring it in. And keep flowing with your own breath. Inhale. Exhale. Few more. Take your time to finish those movements. Finding that expansion. And bringing it back in to connect with that inner wisdom. Just one more deep breath in, open. And exhale, bring it in. And then release the hands down towards the knees. Taking a breath in, rising both arms up high to sky, lengthen through the sides of your body, pulling the navel in gently, roll the shoulders back and down the spine, and really feel as if someone's pulling the fingertips up, lengthening. One more inhale. With an exhale, find a twist to your right side, right hand behind your back, left hand just in front of the knee, looking over your right shoulder. Keeping the length. You may close your eyes, noticing the little sensations in your third eye. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, rise up again. Lengthen. Exhale, other side. I'm trying to twist from the belly button. Keeping the spine long, shoulders relaxed. And starting to connect with that intuition. Last inhale. And exhale, come back to center. And just roll your shoulders up towards your ears. Inhale. Exhale, back and down your spine. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then taking any cushion or block away from underneath you, whatever you had. Bring it to the side. Coming on to your hands and your knees, but straight away, knees out wide, outer edges of your mat, big toes together, and then sink the hips back down. Giving your hips a moment here to settle, so you may want to sway a bit from side to side, opening up through the inner thighs, and then walk the hands as far forward as possible, allowing your forehead to drop down, and bringing that third eye space down into the earth. Allowing your intuition and that vision of yours to be nourished by the earth. Let Mother Earth's wisdom flow into you. And guide you. Knowing that the earth is always there. It's always underneath. It's always there for guidance and support. Allowing your body to come closer towards it, softening. And staying aware into that third eye space. Then taking one more inhale. And with an exhale, you're going to lift the forehead off the mat. And you're going to slide forward. So you press deeply into your palms, roll over your knees, keep the knees as they are. You're going to lift the feet off, bring them in towards the buttocks, and lift the chest forwards. A little bit of a variation into a cat and cow. Pointing the toes, pull the belly in and press firmly into your hands. Shoulder blades come together in the back. And then inhale to sink it back down again into that child's pose. Exhale, roll forwards. Open. Inhale, sink it back. Two more. Exhale to roll. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back onto a normal hands and knees position here. Tucking your toes under straight away. Take a deep breath in, lifting the knees off the mat, starting to engage your core, pressing the floor away with the hands. You start to round into the shoulder blades, tucking your tailbone under just a little bit to really feel that lower belly tighten up. Take a breath. Hover, exhale. One more inhale, feel that heat build. And with your exhale, slowly with control, shoot the hips up high for downward facing dog. And just paddle it out here a little bit. Noticing how the body feels. And if you've been going to the gym again since 4 months like I have, oh my gosh, that body feels tight. But that's okay, just meeting your body always where it is today. So finding a little bit of movement, a little bit of fluidity, however you like. You may want to bend your knees a few times. Just sliding through some movements. You may want to just roll forwards and backwards a few times through a plank if that feels good. Really finding that fluidity and allowing your body to move intuitively. And slowly coming into a still downward dog at some point. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, pushing the floor away from you actively. Creating some space in between your ears and shoulders. Pressing the heels towards your mat. And don't worry if the heels are still hovering. Just bending the knees slightly so you can shoot up your tailbone high towards the sky. Belly comes closer towards the thighs. And stay closely connected to your breath. 3 more breaths in here. Using this down dog actively as a warm-up. And then gently take a breath in to lift your heels, look in between your hands, and take about 10 baby steps all the way towards the top of your mat, grounding the feet on the way and planting the feet about hip width apart then. Bending knees slightly, grab a hold of your opposite elbows, finding a nice and easy forward fold. With every exhale, you allow your upper body to melt a little deeper. The back of your neck is soft and relaxed. Your head is heavy. Give it a bit of a shake maybe. And feel free to bend the knees even deeper if that helps to release the upper body more. Your legs may start to tremble a little bit. That's okay. One more breath. And then you let your arms go. Inhale, you come into a flat back. Hands onto the shins just below the knees. Lengthen through the spine. And then bringing your awareness into that third eye space. Shining that light, that dark blue light, all the way forwards. Lengthening through the back, the neck, the crown of the head as well. One more breath in. Lengthen even more. Shine that light forwards. And an exhale, fold. Nose to knees. 2 more times. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Last one. And then exhale to fold even deeper. Bending knees and start to roll up all the way. Vertebra by vertebra. And think about stacking chakra onto chakra, all the ones that we've been working through in the past few weeks. And lastly, your third eye chakra stacks as well and shines forwards. Bringing the hands, just like we started, with the thumbs in between that space. Close your eyes for a moment. Taking a moment here before we start to flow to reconsider your intention for today. Feel into it. What do you need? Where can you use some more vision? How can you connect more to your intuition? And then inhale to release the hands down and then slide them all the way up. Swing them open. Lengthen. Exhale, start to fold forwards. Inhale, come halfway, lift flat back. Shine that light to the front. Exhale to fold. Planting your hands, stepping back into a high plank. Really activating the whole body here. Pushing, sorry ladies, firmly into the hands. Pressing the heels backwards, squeezing your glutes in. Draw the tailbone under, really, really firing up your core. Hovering here for a moment. And then find the length in your back body. And you really shine again that dark blue light forwards. Taking a last breath in. And with an exhale, bring the knees down. Allowing the upper body to lower down as well. Keep the elbows tucked in. Untucking your toes. And then bring the hands out a little wider and slightly forwards, light onto the fingertips. Taking a deep breath in to lift the heart up. Shine that light forwards. And exhale to soften. Press the tops of the feet into your mat. Inhale to lift again. Exhale to lower. Keep the awareness into your third eye. Inhale, 2 more. Flowing through your spine. Exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Stay here for a moment. Look up towards the sky. And feel that energy in towards that third eye space. And slowly release it all the way down. Hands come back underneath your shoulders. Press back up through the knees. Tuck your toes under. Engage your core, and from there, press back into downward facing dog. Let's see if you can find a little bit more space this time. Pressing the heels down. Shoot the hips up higher. Keep pressing firmly into your bums. Making this really, really active. And then take an inhale to lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or float, top of your mat. You decide how you want to move around today. Coming halfway, lift flat back again. Exhale to fold. Bending knees and rising up all the way to standing. Bring the palms together and then reach even higher, maybe finding a little back bend here. Looking up towards the sky. Inhale. With your exhale, bending knees, dive it down straight away. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. One inhale to hover. With an exhale, you can either bring your knees down first. So you go with me, full chaturanga, stay close in with the elbows. Release the body down. Inhale for cobra, lifting the chest, the third eye forwards. And then exhale, active legs, press into the tops of the feet so you can roll over. Back into downward dog. Keeping the body really active when you do that. Getting the strength from your up back. Deep breath in. And with an exhale, give it a sigh out through the mouth. Inhale to lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or float, top of your mats. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bending knees, rising up all the way. Straight away, a little back bend. Open more if you can. With your exhale, bending knees, sliding down again. Folding. Keep flowing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant hands, step or jump. It's up to you. Back into your plank. And then lowering down, chaturanga or knees first. If you jump, really try to land with elbows bent. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog if you lift the hips up as well. Press into the hands and open the chest. Exhale, strong core, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. And then take an inhale to lift your right leg high up towards the sky. Keeping the hips squared, flexing the right foot. Pointing the pinky toe down. And press the left heel a little bit closer into the mat. Keep lifting through the back leg. And keep pushing into your hands. One more inhale. With your exhale, bring the knee in towards your third eye, making sure it really touches. And then lift the hips a little higher, press into the hands, and bring the shoulders over the wrist. Hover here for a moment. And then look in between your hands, step your right foot in between them. Allowing your hips to melt here for a moment, finding some space, making sure right knee is stacked on top of right ankle, back knee comes down. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale to melt, low lunge. Keeping your hips squared, and see if you can kind of draw that tailbone under a little bit. So not sticking your bum out too much to the back, draw it underneath, and then melt those hips forwards. And then from here, take a deep breath in. With your exhale, bring the hands in towards your third eye, just same position. Connecting thumbs with that vision, activating that place. And we're going to use our breath again. So inhale, swing the arms up, open. Exhale through your third eye, slide them down. Inhale, swing them up and open. Exhale, over the forehead, slide them down. A few rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep melting the hips. One last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly bring your hands down on the inside of the right foot, both this time. Lifting your back knee off the mat. You start to walk your hands all the way through the left side, finding both toes turning out to your left, and then start to bend into your back knee, walking the hands towards the left foot, finding space into your hips there. Inhale, you come back to center, walking with the hands. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And keep that movement going, finding your own flow. You go a little bit deeper every time. But you stay connected with your breath. And with your next one, you walk your hands all the way back forward towards the front of your mat. Turn the toes, keeping your left hand down, and then twist open, reaching the right hand up towards the sky, finding your twist from the belly button. Your left leg stays really strong, engaging your quads, pushing the floor away with the left hand, and bring your awareness in towards your third eye. Shine your light up towards the sky. Deep inhale, lengthen even more if you can, twist more. And with an exhale, right hand down to your mat. So you have an option here. You can either step back for down dog, or you flow with me through a little vinyasa, any way you like. So you're completely free to skip your vinyasas for today. If it doesn't feel like what you need right now, or you can modify them in any possible way. So this is about your intuition, moving the way your body really wants right now. Whenever you're ready, lift your left leg high to sky. Lift it as high as possible, squaring hips. Feel that good stretch into the back of your right leg. Lift even higher. Inhale. With your exhale, knee in towards your third eye. Hover forwards. Rounding the shoulder blades. Strong core. One more breath. And then step your left foot in between your hands. Allowing your hips to melt a little bit. Finding that space, maybe wiggling the back foot even out further. And then drop your back knee. Inhale, arms rise. Straight away, hands slide over the forehead into your third eye. Inhale up. Exhale. Keep melting your hips. Inhale. Feeling that opening. Keep your core engaged. Exhale. Find your own pace. Good. Stretch into that right hip flexor. One more time. Inhale, melt even deeper. Exhale, hands down. And this time you bring them on the inside of the left foot, tucking the back toe and lifting the back knee. This time you start to walk the hands all the way through the right side, bending straight into the right knee. Inhale, you come back to center. Exhale into your left. Both feet stay down. Makes it a little harder to go deeper into your hips. I'm sorry, I'm turning my back on you. Few more rounds. Find an extra space every time. Keep opening the knees out to the side. Just taking some time to warm it up here. And then slowly start to walk your hands all the way forwards, top of the mat. Turning the toes again. Find your twist, right hand down, left hand reaches. Actively into the right hand. And draw the left shoulder open further. Stack it on top of the right. Keep the right leg really, really strong. Melt your hips lower. And then awareness into the third eye. Shine it up. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, left hand down to the mat. Optional vinyasa where you step back into your downward facing dog. When you've reached a down dog, take a few breaths. Shooting the hips up even higher if you can. And then take an inhale to lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or float, top of your mats. Coming halfway, lift, inhale. Exhale, two-fold, nice and deep. Bending your knees and rising up all the way to standing. Finding your little back bend here, maybe opening the heart. Shine the light up. And exhale, there we go, straight away. Diving it down. Inhale, flat back, halfway. Exhale to fold, optional vinyasa or downward facing dog. Starting to enjoy the repetitions here of that vinyasa flow, allowing the body to open, to really warm up. And then straight away, lift your right leg high to sky, inhale. Exhale, knee towards your third eye, touch it and hover. Two more. Inhale, right leg high, higher. Exhale, knee to third eye. Keep the shoulder blades rounded. Inhale, high. Extend. Exhale, knee to third eye. One last one. Inhale, high. And this time, exhale, knee to third eye, then step it all the way in between your hands. Again, allowing the feet to settle, the hips to melt, and then rise up. Inhale. Exhale, high lunge. Drawing your tailbone under here. Finding the back leg nice and strong. Right knee is stacked on top of your ankle. And bring the hands in towards your third eye space. If you can, close your eyes. And that's more difficult than it looks. Keep your balance. Awareness on your thumbs. And then slowly open your eyes up again. Extend your arms again. And maybe you choose to start reaching your upper body all the way forwards. We want to keep the belly away from your thigh, lengthening through the back body. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And you shine your bright light forwards. Feeling the right glute, the whole right leg burn. Take a deep breath in. With an exhale, hands to your heart. You may bring the back leg all the way up for a warrior 3 variation. Pulling belly in towards the spine. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Square the hips. Flex the back foot. If you need to bend your standing leg for a bit, just because that creates more space, then feel free to do that. Deep inhale. And with your exhale, slow as you can go, you start to drop your back foot down again. Bring the hands on the inside of the right foot. And there we go again, walking the hands all the way through the left, bending into your left knee, and this time full Skandasana, turning the right toes up towards the sky. Hands can stay either down, you may bring them into your heart space. Or even opening up, whatever feels good for you. You're gonna melt into the hips and flexing the right foot up towards the sky. And I'm gonna close the curtain because there's too much sun in this house. Good. Okay, one more deep breath in. And with an exhale, hands down to the mat. If you have them up, press up. Walk yourself back through the front here. And then you're going to step your left foot a little bit closer in. Your feet are still in train tracks or on skis or whatever visualization you want to use. You're going for a pyramid pose here. You're trying to extend both legs straight, both heels down. And you have options. You can either keep the hands down towards the floor if you have that space. If it's too deep, bring both hands onto your shin and then start to fold forwards. You're going to draw your left hip forwards and your right hip backwards. So you're squaring the hips here. And you should feel a good stretch into mostly the back of your right leg. And it's okay if they won't fully straighten as long as you work for that sensation. Optional to stay here, or if you want, bring the hands into your heart. Coming into a flat back and shining again your light forwards. Awareness into the third eye space, long into your neck. Keep the legs straight. Pull the belly in towards the spine. And if you want to take it even further, arms extend. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, slowly hands down to the mat. Then lifting the back leg all the way off, standing splits. Drawing the nose in towards your right knee. You may take one hand around the ankle for balance if you want. Pointing the toes back and up, extending as much as you can. Last breath in, even higher. With an exhale, slowly step your left foot forwards to meet the right and fold. Take a breath or two there just to relax. Inhale, come into a flat back. And an exhale to fold. Now bring your big toes together, bending deep into your knees, finding Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, melt down into the hips. Draw the tailbone under just a little bit, tuck it, engage your belly, open through the heart, and look up slightly towards the sky. Going a little bit deeper if you can. Deep inhale. Exhale. And then inhale to rise up all the way. Find your back bend. Exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Take your variations. Few deep breaths in here. Your body slowly starts to open up. And when you're ready, we're going to the other side, lifting your left leg high to sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to your third eye, hover. 3 more, inhale, high. Exhale, knee to third eye. Inhale, high. Soft movements, slow it down, exhale. Inhale, back up high, last one. And with your exhale, step left foot forwards, in between your hands. When you're ready, rising both arms up, high lunge. Exhale, melt to the hips. Draw the tailbone forwards and under. Back leg stays really strong. And then bring the hands into your third eye. Close your eyes if you can. Trust your inner wisdom. Connect with that inner power. Keep your balance. And then slowly opening up your eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, you start to reach the arms all the way forwards. 45-degree angle. Feeling that good burn there into your left glute. Pull the belly in towards the spine. And shine your light. And then hands come into your heart. You can stay here if it's too much, and otherwise start to lift your back leg up. Finding your warrior 3. Squaring hips, rolling shoulders. Pull the belly in. Stay with your breath. Don't stop breathing. And then as slow as you can go, just gently drop the foot back down and bring the hands down inside of your left foot. And I'm walking the hands all the way through the right side. Finding your Skandasana. So you bend into the right knee. Turn the left toes up towards the sky. And find any variation. Maybe hands come into your heart. Or maybe you open the arms or you keep the hands down, whatever feels best for you. Lifting the heart up and open, wherever you are. One more inhale. And with your exhale, slowly bring the hands down, pressing yourself up. Walking the hands all the way back to the front, turning the toes, and then stepping your right foot a little bit closer in, finding your pyramid again. Both legs straight. And if you have a block, you can always use a block here as well to come up a little higher. Pressing both heels down. And if it's hard to get both heels down, you either need to step your back foot in even closer, or you just bring the hands higher onto the front leg. And allowing your body to fold forwards wherever you are. Squaring your hips or draw your left hip back. Active legs. And then maybe you can either stay here or start to bring the hands into your heart space, creating that flat back. Shoulders are away from the ears. Pull the belly in. Neck is long. Awareness onto your third eye. Shine that light forwards. Trusting your own intuition. Creating your own vision. You're the one that knows what's best for you. If you want, extend your arms forwards. For the last few breaths, bear with me. One more inhale. And then gently bring the hands down towards the mat. Standing splits, last one, inhale, right leg rises, pointing the toes and drawing the nose as close in towards the knee as you can. Squeezing the right glute. You may play around with balance today if that's what you want. Hands to the ankles. One last inhale, bring that back leg even higher. And with your exhale, gently step right foot forwards to meet the left. Fold. Inhale, come halfway lift. Exhale to fold even deeper. Big toes together to touch. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale to melt. Shoot the hips backwards. Make sure you can see your toes and then draw the tailbone under. If it's too much for your shoulders to keep the arms up, the hands can always be onto the hips. Sink a little lower with those hips. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale to stay. And then inhale to rise up. Open. And exhale to dive it down and forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. This is the last one for today. And when you've reached your downward facing dog, bring the knees again towards the outer edges of your mat. Big toes together, soften the hips down, finding that child's pose again. Forehead rests onto the earth. Notice how much more space you have into your hips right now. And see if you can soften. Just trusting that everything will plan out right for you. That you know what choices to make. You know where to go. That you know what's best for you. Just a last breath in here. And then gently start to lift your head off the mat. Walk the hands towards the body. You're going to sit down on either side of your hips to swing your legs forwards, but straight away bringing the feet into the legs into a butterfly position. So the knees come out wide to the side. The soles of the feet are together. And if you know you're going to be quite tight here, you may want to elevate your hips with a block or a cushion. Starting to feel that stretch onto your inner thighs. Hands come lightly around the feet and take a breath in to lengthen through the spine, lifting the heart. And then with an exhale, just starting to walk the hands further forwards and dropping the heads towards the feet. Finding our full butterfly. Allowing your upper body to be relaxed. And And dropping that third eye closer towards the earth. And allowing yourself to ground here, to reconnect. And keeping the eyes closed. And staying inwards, connected to your breath. Keep following the movement of your breath. And softening into the hips a little more. Noticing that you're opening up bit by bit here. Two more breaths. And then slowly start to roll the body all the way up again. With your hands, bring your knees together. Step the feet in a little closer. Wrap the arms around the legs. And just rest the forehead onto the knees. Giving yourself a good hug. Making the circle complete. Closing off your practice slowly. Acknowledging yourself for today. Lifting the head off. Relaxing the arms. Take your blocks or cushions away if you had any. And then stretching the legs out. And make sure your feet are down at the start or the bottom of your mat, so you have space in a little while to release the body all the way backwards. Taking the fleshy bits away from underneath the sitting bones. Starting to lengthen through the spine. Deep breath in, arms rise. And with an exhale, you start to reach and lengthen forwards, let's say to a 45-degree angle of your back. And pulling the belly in, and it feels like if someone's pulling your fingertips forwards. Take a deep inhale to lengthen even more. With your exhale, go a little lower. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, let it all the way go. Allowing that third eye to drop towards the knees. Keeping the feet flat, flexed lightly. And the upper body can fully soften. Spine rounding. Head relaxing. And keep the awareness into your third eye. Bring your breath in towards the third eye. Just how we started it. Inhales over the back body to your third eye, and exhale to push it out through there. One more deep breath in. And then slowly lift the head up. And start to slide the hands back towards your body. And then place the hands directly behind you, fingers facing forwards. Bring your big toes together and point them actively away from you. pressing the heels deep into your mat, pressing the hands deep into your mat. Now you have options. Option number one is to really open the heart space, lift the chest, and look up towards the sky, shining that light up. Option number two is to lift the hips away from the floor, finding a reverse plank pose. Keep pointing the toes away from you. Squeeze the glutes and lift the hips even higher. You may release the head all the way behind you if that feels comfortable for you. Keep pressing into your hands. One more deep breath in. Open and lift. And exhale to soften. Release the body down. And then roll all the way down into your backs. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And give yourself a little squeeze. You may roll a bit over the lower back, creating some circles, massaging it. And then feel free to take any last pose, anything that your body is craving right now. Maybe it's a basic twist, such as crossing your legs and then dropping the knees over to one side. Maybe it's a happy baby pose. Maybe you feel like doing an inversion. Anything that your intuition now is telling you to do. So tune in with that. Nice. I see everyone doing something different. Wherever you are, take a few breaths. And if you need to change sides, then change sides, probably about now. And whenever you've had enough, you slowly come out, wherever you are, and getting yourself ready for your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Maybe wearing something warm, or covering yourself up. But make sure you give yourself space to lay down onto the floor, arms wide, legs wide, and really sinking down deep. Letting everything soften. There is a voice inside of you that whispers all day long. I feel that this is right for me. I know that this is wrong. No teacher, preacher, parent, friend, or wise man can decide what's right for you. Just listen to the voice that speaks inside. Just really gently starting to move your body in any way that feels good for you. Wiggling toes, fingers maybe, shaking your head from side to side. Bring the arms overhead, give yourself a good long stretch. And then hug the knees in towards your chest, rolling over to either side. And staying there for a last moment. Whenever you're ready, with your eyes closed, coming back up to a seated cross-legged position. And you bring the hands into prayer, but again, thumbs into your third eye space. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more, inhale. Exhale. Noticing the energy into your third eye space. Feeling connected to your intuition. Connected to your inner wisdom. Trusting yourself. And taking that feeling with you off the mat into the rest of your day. Namaste.